Hello, and welcome to the first installment of Adventures in Non-Automatics. I've been thinking about doing a little video journal or whatever since I got my new-to-me car, and tonight was a fun night. Granted, it's been made less fun because I keep recording these and they keep not saving for some reason. So you're getting the short version because I've already told the long version a couple times and I'm tired of the story myself. So, because of various and sundry reasons, I had a car full of cookies and other sundry delights today that I was out delivering to people, and while I was out delivering to folks, I got a text from a friend saying that, they weren't feeling so hot tonight. It's like, I know what to do about that. So I drove over to the friend's house. I dropped some cookies off their porch. I drove away, and I said, so, would a cookie help you feel better? Then I typed up to send, check your porch, because that's how I roll, right? Well, the person responded almost immediately, which really caught me off guard, and said, why, do you have cookies nearby? So I got a hit reply and said, yeah. I got really close indeed, actually. And then we continued on with the discussion, and they asked where I was. I said I'd pulled over on Memorial. Not realizing the language of I'm pulled over on Memorial would imply that I'd been pulled over, and when I realized that mistake, I quickly tried to correct it, but the time it took me to correct it, to say, no, sorry, I pulled myself off the road so as to not be texting while driving and being safe and everything. They'd already responded with the, oh no, did they catch you texting driving? So it was really funny. But they asked, where I was, and we were just chatting, and I said, well, I could return if you'd like. To which she replied, return where? You haven't been anywhere yet. And I realized, remember that text I mentioned earlier, where I specifically said, I typed up, check your porch, to send. I never actually sent that. It was interrupted by the other message, and I forgot to send it. And I realize my friend doesn't know the cookies are already on her porch. In these last 10 minutes we've been talking, actually probably more than 10 minutes we've been talking, because texting is the fastest method of communication. She's been waiting for me to get to her house with cookies. So, oh crap, so I get back on the road to drive back there, and I call her, because now I'm driving, and I want to be texting while driving. She doesn't answer. In fact, the phone never rings at all. It's really weird. I don't know if she answered and then it cut out or whatever. But I start to text, hey, sorry, check your porch, whatever, and then she calls back and I explain the situation, like, no, I was already there, I dropped off cookies, etc., so forth. She hangs up on me, because, it's understandable, right? You get somebody's expectation up. Expectations are hilarious. You expect only cookies, you get just cookies, you're going to be fine. You don't expect anything, and you get cookies. That's, great. But you end up expecting both cookies and a friend, and you end up getting only cookies. Well, it's a disappointment. So she hangs up. I text her I take this to mean I should come back. I don't tell her I'm already driving back, and I've been driving back for a bit. And she responds, well, don't come now. Now I'm mad. Which, again, is understandable. I don't fault her for this at all. The only problem is that I'm already back by her neighborhood and close to her house. So I send the fallback thing whenever somebody tells you to do something that you think is kind of silly. That is, of course, as you wish. And the little devil pops on my shoulder and says, Jacob, I got 3 reasons why you should just walk away. First, no, that's from Emperor's New Groove, but I also have in my car a bag of peanut butter M&Ms. And peanut butter M&Ms are awesome. If you didn't know that already, peanut butter M&Ms are awesome. And I'm really tempted to go and drop and leave those on their porch, and then text them back and say, I'm so sorry you're mad. Maybe the peanut butter M&Ms that are on your porch now will help you feel less mad. Part of me wishes I'd done that, because that would have been so awesome in a total jerk face sort of a way. But I don't. and we keep texting. I don't even let the friend know that I'm back at their house. It's really funny because I sent him a message like, I feel terrible, and then I also wanted to add, but not as terrible as you'd feel if you knew I was back at your house and you told me not to come back. So I'm not gonna tell you, I'm just gonna drive home. And then, as I'm driving home, then it starts to rain.